Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Jade with Yes, and I'm going to do a general soulmate reading today using a couple different decks. I love the Line Strider, so we're going to start there. And I just want to see what's going on with soulmate energy in general. So I pre-shuffled, and let me know if you like this reading. The comment section below is for all that. And if you are feeling it, hit that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it. And you're always welcome to subscribe and welcome. Welcome for the new people as well. So what I'm looking for is for the soulmates out there in separation and in not. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So generally speaking, we're not talking, okay? And this is not a time to be talking. It's Mercury in retrograde when I'm filming this. So we're withholding the truth from each other. So I'm feeling like this is a separation. And what we're talking about is we're really digging into our intuition. We have the Moon card here. So we really want to connect to our intuition to really figure out what's going on, what this connection really is. If it was true, if it can be something that leads to a long-term connection, if there's reconciliation even possible, maybe you're completely in separation and not just taking a break. There looks to be like it's slow moving, okay, and there is this energy here. I will say with the Moon, there's some Piscean energy here. So Pisces, we're in Pisces still, so we're picking up this energy of needing to really settle into our intuition, and we're just taking our time there. We're not moving quickly. We want to make sure that we're moving carefully and that we're actually manifesting exactly what is best for us in this soulmate relationship. I've got lots of jumpers today, so it's been really nutty. And I've actually started and stopped many different readings because of it, because I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the energies. It's really interesting right now. There's a lot going on. So if this is calling for you, if you feel like you're a little confused and you just want to know the truth of what's going on, like if it's, I don't want you to feel like you're crazy. I'd like you to get clarity from this. So that's what I'm doing this, because I'd like clarity too. So it looks like we're in a place of surrender, but somebody here is, again, feeling there was definitely some hurt between the two of you, and I've got some back and forth as far as like speaking the truth and then withholding the emotional connection, and then speaking about the emotional connection and then withholding words, right? Not communicating. So there's this real back and forth, in and out energy that's going on, and I'm feeling that it's really about two people really needing to get to know each other individually. Like they need to know themselves before they can come back together. So if that feels like your story, that might be what's going on, is that we just have to really learn about ourselves just a little bit more before we can bring our energy back together. Because soulmate energy is powerful. When you see those couples who are in alignment, they make change in the world. Like that's no joke, right? Okay, so we've got, again, like it's a little bit of a truce. There's a Leo energy here. So there's a lot of strength, and that even might be timing. That could be, in the summertime, or if you're in the northern hemisphere, or when Leo season comes, that might be when it all comes together. But there's a need to put down the burden of what once was in this relationship. I feel like you need to it needs to have a do-over, because there might have been too much built up between you two in order to pick up where you once were. So you actually have to let it all go. I'm getting this Six of Swords, so we're getting this moving on from it, but there's still a deep connection. So what I'm wondering is if we need to move on from what once was, releasing that, relinquishing whatever that whatever the feelings, whatever the emotions, the ick, that was built up from it, we're going to have to let that go in order to move forward. And it's moving forward together if that's what we're wanting. That's what I'm sensing. It's sensing like it is a deep connection. It is solid. Yes, yes. Interesting. So Two of Cups lovers and the King of Pentacles all came out when I was talking about that. So it is a deep connection. It is true. There are lifetimes here. There's a contract that was built, and there's some learning to be done. And in this lifetime, you came together. And I'm just feeling, again, you're having to take your time, and it might be slower coming back together than what you want. But when you came together, you just weren't ready to go to that next step. You're basically redoing the karma redoing the same thing from the last lifetime. So you needed to go apart, learn to come back together in a different place to get to that next level, so that you could meet each other in that next level. Because when you met in this lifetime, you hadn't quite gotten to that next place yet. So you would just be redoing the same relationship from the last lifetime together. And so nobody needs that. So that's what I'm feeling, is that to get this new stable connection, you just needed to have a little bit of extra time to get... Yeah, you just needed a little bit of extra time to build yourself, build your own energy up, so that you can get to the place where you'll meet your person, and then you become that power couple. Because you weren't able to energetically before. Something was amiss, and I don't know if that was in your energy or just in your life. Like maybe you just had some... maybe you just had some debts to repay, or maybe you had some other karmic ties that you needed to, cut those cords. There was just something that wasn't ready to get it going, even though you felt it, even though it was acknowledged, and it happened, and then it just dropped out. And now it's time to slowly pick it up, because when it happened, it went up and down, right? And this might have happened, I'm looking at it in the Uranus cycle, okay? Uranus cycle. So it might have happened in May and June last year. So it picked up really quickly, and then it just dropped out by the end of the last year. And now you've just kind of been circling, trying to figure out, what was that? Why did it get so deep so fast and then just poof, disappear? And what did I learn from that? And so you've been really trying to dig in and learn and understand, and reaching out, getting readings done to try to really get to the heart of the matter. And the heart of the matter is, we have to get right with ourselves, okay? It's that same thing that I said before. If we get right with ourselves and get in alignment with who we are, take ourselves to that next place, right? We can't do it in partnership. We have to do it for ourselves, and we have to then see the partner. It's like you grow in a crowd. So if you step up on top of the speakers, at a concert, or, at the club or whatever, you can see someone else who's on your level, that, across the crowd. So that's what it is. You have to build up on your own level and level up on your own, so that you can then see your partner at that next level, okay? No need to worry. I like that. There are helpful people around. Good to know. And this is saying within the next few weeks. Now, I feel that's really fast. What might happen in the next few weeks, because Mercury, right now, when I'm right now, right now when I'm filming this, Mercury is in retrograde. Can you tell by the way that I'm talking? So what I'm wondering is, in the next few weeks, when Mercury goes direct, then things are going to start rolling forward. That's what I'm wondering, is that's what's going to start the process of the coming back together. It's still slowly in motion. I really am feeling like Leo time of the season. So July and August is when the the coming together will solidify, but I feel like it's a slow going. Doesn't mean that you won't talk to each other before then. Doesn't mean that you won't even reconcile before then. But I don't feel like that will be full steam ahead moving towards in this relationship until about Leo season. Yeah. So let's see what the romance angels are saying about this. Interesting read, you guys. Very interesting. I don't even know how to title this. Yeah. Okay. Well, we know all these things. We've got romantic feelings. Yes, we feel what we feel for them is true. It is passionate. And here's the heart of the matter. You deserve love. So, no matter what's going to happen with this other person, you deserve love. You deserve to feel loved. What are we looking at? Unrequited? Come on. Come on. We didn't need that. But no matter what happens, and I am feeling like this is a coming together. This is a coming back together. No matter what happens, you deserve to feel love. And it's very difficult to feel loved on your own. So that's why we look towards a relationship, because we want to give so that we can receive. And it's this currency, right? But the truth of the matter is, you deserve, this love. You deserve to feel this love, to feel the feeling of being in love, that elation, that inspiration that comes with love. You deserve to feel that no matter what, no matter if there's anybody in your life or not. And what I would encourage you to do, go to the park, go find people or things to observe that bring you joy. Because that's the synonymous feeling of what love is. It's that connection to the divine, that everything is amazing and beautiful and of love. And that's what we deserve to feel. And it doesn't have to come from just being in relationship. So if we can manifest that feeling and maintain it on our own, then we're golden. And it doesn't matter if anybody else shows up or not. Now, the law of attraction works by being in that vibration so that vibration can then find you. And I kid you not, it works so fast. And it always works. Be in that energy. And just watch what happens. Last year, around Valentine's Day, so I started it February 1st and I did it through the 14th. I did 2 weeks of love letters where I was writing love letters and just sending them out to people. And they weren't physical love letters, so yeah, it could have been nicer if I did physical love letters, but I did them digitally so that I could send them to people all over the world. And it got me in this vibration of just feeling love, because every day I was writing about love, I was professing love, I was finding different ways of using the word love or the feelings of love, trying to describe it. And I kid you not, right away, so many people just kind of slipped into my life, and quickly, suitors is what I mean, the beloved potentials just showed up because I was vibrating in that energy. And the more that we can vibrate in that energy, the more that the people are going to sense that and want that, because we all want that, So, and just think about it. The people that you're attracted to are in this energy, they're in this vibration of joy and fullness and life and excitement and inspiration. They're driven, they're sexy, they're sensual in their bodies. I'm just using all these words. It might just be one of these types for you, but it's someone who's fully committed to their way of living. And if we accept anything less than that, what is that saying about us? That one's tough. So we have from the Mystical Shaman Tarot, the Crow. It's the Heart of the Sky. This is a beautiful card. And the Rainbow. Okay. So in talking about these cards, the crow, so when we talk about crow, and I'm doing this beyond the deck, okay? So crows tend to cut down, okay? They complain. They're not adding to the value of the experience. So keep in mind, but here's the thing about the crows is that there is a transformation even within them. There's a darkness that we need to look at and that we need to celebrate. If we slip into that, it's okay. Just keep in mind that we need to come back out of it, okay? But the crow will call us out on the truth of what's going on, and it'll be in a very complaining way, right? So it's kind of like that little nagging voice inside of your head. That's the crow. So if you have something that's holding you back from being in your truth, that's being in your inspiration, in your inspiring place, the crow is here to remind you to leave that behind, to not get lost in all of that. The heart of the sky is reminding us to get back to who we are. Okay, we were all born, and I believe we were all born of starseed, and we all were incarnated from something other than, there's something more, I believe, than just being born from mother and father. The magic of the sky reminds me that I am of the universe, that I am the universe. It's that reminding of the dance, right? That I am empowered as well as being a part of this larger system. So, it's interesting to to be a manifester at the same time as giving reverence to the greater. It's a really interesting place. It's like having the depth of it all and then laughing about it, right? The greatest monks are laughing at the silliness of it all. So being able to find that balance. So we're getting that reminder. And then the rainbow is here. Rainbow connection. It's also the all, the spectrum, the full spectrum of everything, and everyone is welcome. And there's magic in that rainbow. And I'm filming this on the St. Patrick's Day. And so I was trying to think of should I do a St. Patrick's Day video? And I couldn't think of one that was inspiring. The only thing I could think of was the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And so this rainbow comes up so interestingly. So the pot of gold is us, and the rainbow is showing us who we are because it's reflecting us, but in all of the vibrational elements that we are, because each color has its own vibration. So the rainbow is showing us our depth and our breadth and the wisdom that we are on all levels. Okay, how's that for depth? That was pretty good. Nice job, Jane. Okay, let's see. Did I forget anything? I want to do the Work Your Light. The Work Your Lights are really interesting. This is the most pastel Pleiadian deck, I should say, that I have. It's really interesting. I like it. So let's see. Any final messages? When I said final, it didn't feel final. Any messages for us about our soulmate connections, please, Spirit? Ooh. So the last one that came up is Break the Chain. Okay, talking about ancestral patterns. So this is the story that we have been told that we need to live. What else? Healing, rewriting the future. Yes. So sometimes we are born in with a story. We're born in with karma that we're trying to shed. But also sometimes we're born to family and to culture that adds to our karma. And this is not my story, right? I just did a video on this about some things are just not your story. And so once you look at them and realize that's not me, that's not who I am, this is not in line with my higher self, you can put it down. So that's what this is inspiring us to do, is to break that chain. This is all in preparation to meet with our soulmate. This could be exactly what the soulmate's going through too. There's a lot of work being done right now. And I want you to know that you're not alone and that I'm totally doing this work. Oh my God. I'm totally doing this work. And it is so hard. It is so hard sometimes. It's like that Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, the burdens and the, just, can I feel it any deeper, right? More, I don't need any more pain. And then, we have to reflect a little bit more. So just know that you're not alone. I'm sorry I made that really dramatic, but you're not alone. We are all working on going to the next step. It's no fun to just keep doing the same old thing, right? And if there are probably people out there who are just content with who they are and what they've accomplished, and that's what it's about for them, and that's fine. I'm not trying to save anybody or make anybody do anything differently. I just am reaching out because I know that my process is in finding others along the journey with me. And I really appreciate knowing that that you're on the journey here with me too. Okay, so what else we're getting told to tap into is getting grounded. Perfect. So what do we need to do? Well, it's been winter time, so some of us have not been able to go outside, but it's time to go outside. It's time to get barefoot and walk in the grass. It's time to really reintroduce meditation into the daily practice. Reintroduce at least some yogic stretching, some way of embodiment into a daily practice. Daily, okay? There's really no reason. This could take 20 minutes total. And there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time in the day. If you, I read this somewhere. If you feel like you don't have enough time, turn off the TV. So you might turn off this video thinking, oh my gosh, this is, it's now 20-minute mark. So instead of watching this video, you could have been meditating and doing yogic stretches. I get it. So thanks for watching the video. But it's time to get grounded. It says for empaths, highly sensitives, it's time to connect with nature. So in order for us to prepare for our soulmate connection that's coming, we have to get grounded. And then we also have awakening. That's what's happening. That's exactly where we're at right now. Awakening, an energetic upgrade, a new way of being, and we're integrating this. This could be exhausting. You might need some more sleep. You might need to just take it easy while this time is happening. When we go through some energetic downloads, it can be really tiring for the body. I used to open up to spirit and ask for a download, and I would end up with a headache because I was asking for energy at a vibration that my physical body wasn't capable of handling at that point. So just be prepared and ask for what you are ready to receive, and then ask for help in receiving the next level of it. Help, for bringing yourself to a higher vibration. If I'm hoping I'm making sense when I'm talking about these vibrations. So I'm feeling that's a pretty good reading. Soulmates are coming back around, guys. So if there's somebody that you met that you felt connected to, and it got deep really fast and then it bottomed out really fast, I feel like that connection's coming back. And if it's when you haven't been in connection with anyone, but you've been working on yourself, I feel like we are drawing them in. It is time for the couples to come together to demonstrate how to be that next level person, to live on purpose, okay? And so get really clear while you have this time without this other person, while you're in separation, get really clear about how you want your life to look, what purpose you're here for, what changes do you want to make in the world? When you have achieved this goal, then what? because it's really interesting to consider what's after the goal, because we can easily achieve these goals. If it's volunteering 40 hours a week, making a difference in someone's life, well, volunteering 40 hours a week, that's a lot of volunteering. But if it's volunteering, making a difference in someone's life, then what happens after that? If it's, making sure that water rights are clear for your neighborhood, when you've achieved that, what then? You know? So look at the big picture and then look at the scope beyond that, how that's going to affect you and your community beyond that. This is good stuff that we're into, and I hope you're excited because I am. So let's just take a moment and imagine what it would feel like to be in that soulmate connection right now. That person is right here with you, even though they're not physically here with you. That's the energy to maintain daily. So bring that in when you're doing your meditation and you're doing your embodiment daily. Bring in the energy of being in love, being of love. And for now, I'll send you all my love. We'll see you guys next time.